Hey friends, Miss Skinny Jeans here coming at you with another Trigger Happy Thursday. Oh my gosh, I am so bad. I binged so hard this weekend, I'm going to have to get back to clean eating on Monday. So how many times have you or someone you know said that exact or a variation of that very sentence? Can we just parse it out for a second? So first, we called ourselves bad for eating a certain way. Last I checked, there is no morality with food unless you're poisoning or withholding it from someone. Second, we use the word binge to describe an eating behavior. Now, I just want to make very clear here that while binging is definitely an out of control and very dangerous eating habit, most of us use that word incorrectly. For example, eating a non-paleo food when you follow a paleo-ish diet is not a binge. That's an example of eating a non-paleo food. Okay, for example, eating a few pieces of candy at a get-together, or an extra piece of cake, or even an extra helping of meat at your friend's barbecue is not a binge. That's an example of eating a little more food than you usually do. Okay, a binge is a rapid consumption of excessive amounts of food, thanks for that Wikipedia, and it's usually done in secret and due to a sense of this out-of-control compulsion. Okay? Third, what's with this obsession about eating clean? I mean, are you going to scrub your carrots with Lysol before you juice them? You're going to give your chicken breast a bubble bath? Side note, please don't do either of these two things. How about you just continue eating? Again, no morality, no good versus bad. Just eat food that makes you feel good physically and emotionally, and you're pretty much on the right track. Look, as a marketing copywriter, I am well versed in the power of words. I know which words might get someone to schedule a demo of a product, and which words are going to send your company straight to the spam folder. But I realize too that words have so much more power beyond this A/B test of the business world. The words that we use to describe our own behavior actually influence the way we behave. So, for example, if you're constantly telling yourself that you're a bad person who can't be trusted to control yourself around food and that Monday is a clean slate, well, every weekend you're going to hit the shame spiral and self-fulfill your self-fulfilling prophecy only to head back into the world of restriction and punishment on Monday. So that is why today's happiness trigger is watch your mouth. The things you say, the way you define yourself to yourself and to others will influence how you act, and then you'll have all the proof that you need that you were right. And this goes even beyond food. As you may or may not know, I never learned how to swim, so at age 27, I've committed to taking swim lessons and going to the pool every single day till I can figure out how not to drown. As I came up for air during a particularly successful not drowning session, a friend of mine whom I hadn't seen for several months peered into the pool and asked, "Kyla, is that you? I didn't know you swam." "I don't," I immediately replied, water dripping down my goggles as I geared up to go swim another lap. So, at no point in this exchange was "I don't" a reality. I was in the pool. Swimming. I do so swim. I'm not Dara Torres, but that's not what he was asking. I do so swim. And I need to answer as such. Or how about this one? How do you answer when someone asks, "How are you?" Do you know how often I've caught myself saying, hanging in? Excuse me? Life is pretty darn good, and if I'm only just hanging in, then I'm obviously not focusing on the good things that I've been hanging in for. I'm fine, thanks. How are you? The little things. I really urge you to watch your mouth and start to recognize your patterns. What stories are you telling? What words are you using to tell them? And what are the definitions of those and the connotations of those words doing to change how you view yourself and the world? Change the conversation, and then watch how your mindset changes with it. All right, guys, that is this week's happiness trigger. If you like what you see, please feel free to leave a comment at inmyskinnyjeans.com. That's Genes. Or, of course, you can tweet at Miss Skinny Jeans, also Genes, because I count characters and not calories. And of course, if you'd like something a little bit longer, you can always listen to the Finding Our Hunger podcast over at iTunes or Stitcher Radio, and of course, at findingourhunger.com. And if you have it in your heart, please leave us a review and let us know what you think. We want to know who we're journeying on with. All right, so what words are you going to change this week? Watch your mouth, and stay hungry. And of course, until next time.